Hey guys, what's up? It is your buddy Keith, and I am here again live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in England. And I've got a very rare, killer artist-owned guitar to share with you guys today. If you're new to the channel, click like, click subscribe, come join our circle of friends. There's over 7,000 of us, over 2.25 million views. And we're just going to show you awesome guitars from all around the world up close, tell you some backstory, some history, and yeah, crack open a beer, relax, get ready to drool over some cool guitars. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and follow us on all the socials at Essex Recording Studios on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yes! So what do we have here? This is, well, if you know your band logos, or if you cheated and looked at the title of this video, you already know what this is and what band it was played by. And if you really know your stuff, you even know who owned it. I don't know how much we'll go into that. But yes, this is a Black Label Society owned Flying V that was played on tour with them 99, late 90s. That's when the Gothic series Gibson Flying V came out. So 99 to the early 2000s, before the other players started getting all their cool endorsement deals and everything. So this was played by Nick from Black Label Society. And he was in a major movie with Mark Wahlberg called Rockstar. You might have heard of it. Zach Wilde was in that movie too. And this guitar, along with Black Label Society, they were on all of the biggest rock stages in the world in the early 2000s. They were going on Ozfest. I mean, they played Rock am Ring. You name it, they did it. And they continue to tour. I mean, we saw them. Last time I saw them, they were over here. Randy and I went to, where did we see them? Prague. We saw them at the Sports Hall. It was a weird venue. Beers were like 50 cents. It's pretty cool. But Zach was playing Royal Albert Hall here in London, and I was just like, Royal Albert Hall is a kind of a weird venue for like a metal band, and it was really expensive. So we actually went to Prague. We round trip airfare, hotel to Prague, 2 people, and tickets to the show and beer at the show for less than the price of the 2 tickets to just go to Royal Albert Hall here in London. So that was a really cool trip. Yeah, but this guitar, back to this. This is what we're looking at. This brings back serious memories. Because in 99, when Black Label Society came out, and yeah, that's their Society Dwelling Mofo motto, and their skull logo there. When they came out in 99, that's the same year these Gibson Gothics came out. Really cool guitars. I'll show you the back. And it's the year the band came out, and I was a freshman in high school. So for Americans, 14, freshman year, it's a very big year. You leave middle school, things start to become more like adult life and fun. So yeah, it's a major transition year for Americans. And that was the year I discovered Black Label Society. Well, it didn't exist before it, but yeah. I was skipping school, going to Medicine Man Music, hanging out with my buddies Kenny and John, and they were the ones that introduced me to Zach Wilde and Black Label Society, and I was hooked, man, and have been ever since. In fact, I'll show you a little something real fast here. Go have a little sneak peek outside the control room. Lots of cables, lots of microphones. All right, leave this room, and boom! What have we here? We've got Zach's personal guitar. He played at the last London show they did right before lockdown to celebrate 50 years of Black Sabbath. How cool is that? Really nice of them to do that. Got a little mini stack here too, which is pretty rad. So yeah, we're fans of Zach Wilde. We're fans of Black Label Society. And it's pretty cool to own a guitar that was there from the very beginning, and toured with them for some of the just biggest rock and metal shows in the world. Case is cool. It still has some gaffer tape and old cargo flight stickers, it looks like, on it. Various things have definitely worn off over the years. I think there's a American Tourister Airlines thing there. So, yeah, the real deal. Uh, can't talk about this guitar without talking about some of the interesting history behind its owner. There's a little bit of controversy. A lot of bit of controversy, about as controversial as it gets, actually, which does kind of make the decorations on this guitar a bit ironic. But yeah, just call me Mr. Schlong. All people suck. Some just better than others. Nick's guitars all had these stickers. All of his Gothic V's had these girls, that devil girls that look kind of like the... I remember a band called Lords of Acid in the 90s, and they had this artist do all these. Monica Lewinsky. I guess, I don't know Nick. I'm not sure he's the most positive guy. Yeah. So, we'll go back to this in a second. Back to this being the Gothic in 99. You can see first digit there, 9, so it's a 90s guitar. And then your fifth digit is the year, so decade year, 99. Made in USA, of course. Black Rover tuners. Frets on this are awesome, by the way. I don't know if it's had a pro fret job. I believe it has, because they are beef. They're awesome. The frets on this guitar. Just going back to it. I mean, they've got like no wear on them, and they're quite. They're just solid. They're really nice frets. So, yeah, I mean, whoever maintained this guitar would have been maintaining Zach's guitar, I imagine. So you're talking about best of the best. But yeah, so this was owned and played substantially by Nick from Black Label Society, who, I mean, he was in a major Hollywood movie with Mark Wahlberg, Rockstar. Zach Wilde's in that movie as well. Obviously, he's played and toured, done some of the biggest shows in the world, and unfortunately for him, made some poor decisions and got himself into some legal trouble a couple years ago. He didn't have to go to prison or anything like that. Didn't have to go to jail, but put on probation for quite a long time for being extraordinarily stupid with texting and Instagram and all that BS. So, hopefully, the man has learned his lesson and redeems himself. And, that's unfortunate. But this guitar harks back to happier times when, man, 99, when he was playing this guitar, when Black Label Society was just killing it on stage. This brings back a lot of happy memories for me, because I don't know about all of you. High school for me was a really interesting time. There's a lot of struggle, a lot of conflict, but a lot of great times. And Black Label Society, touring, playing this guitar to the masses, me being in those masses, yeah, it's just really special, really cool. Yes, so this is it. This is the artist-owned Black Label Society Flying V Gothic guitar. It's really, really awesome. The condition is much better than one would expect. It's definitely got its wear and battle scar bumps and stuff, but this is totally a playable, recordable, hit the road, use it in the studio, put it on display, whatever you want to do with it, guitar. Very good condition for something that's 21 years old and has been toured by a band as heavy as Black Label Society, for sure. So, yeah, guys, that's the guitar. Really interested in your comments about it. And if you, if you love the band, when did you discover them? I'd like to know that. Were you there from the beginning in '99? What were you doing in life? How old were you? What did you think of the band when they came out? I thought they were just absolutely awesome. I kind of thought, and still do to this day, that Zach sounds a bit like Ozzy. You can tell the man has spent a lot of time with Ozzy when it comes to his vocals, but that's fine. You know, his songs are killer, and they all are based around the riff. You know, that's where it starts with him. He's a guitar legend, and his riffs are freaking awesome, and that's that's what Black Label Society is all about. I can't wait till this coronavirus nonsense is over, and we can all go back to seeing awesome concerts and drinking beers and just having a great time. Oh, going back to the Gothic series, we should talk about the guitar a little bit. So yeah, so they had a matte finish. I think they might have been the first Gibsons to have the matte finish. They might have even started the matte satin finish craze. I don't remember other brands doing it. It's so common now, but this guitar was very much ahead of its time. It was all blacked out, no inlays aside from the 12th fret, moon and star. That's it. Um, Blacked out, no print logo. You had a logo on the truss rod cover. So this guitar was very much. I mean, I remember Musician's Friend 1999 when this came out in America. This was it was priced kind of cheap too. I think they were like $9.99. They were. I, I think Gibson was targeting, trying to appeal to a more metal oriented crowd with this. And then you got I thought it was Edgar